All right, guys. So when everybody was shouting that the BTC price actually want to go to the $48,000 range, I was the only one on YouTube actually telling you guys that we're going to see a $2,000 drop from the current price. Watch a video where I was explaining this. Now this is the head, and you can see the right shoulder is just about to form, and then like it's still forming, and most definitely we know this is a typical textbook head and shoulder pattern that we have right now for the Bitcoin price. And most definitely, if you want to get the price target of this head and shoulder pattern, it will most definitely come down to retest this particular trend line that we have here, which is sitting around $40,000. So I believe currently the Bitcoin price will most definitely see a $2,000 drop movement to this $40,000 range before choosing a trend direction. All right, now what if the Bitcoin price gets to this $40,000 range around this particular point here? What's going to happen next? Will the price still be able to dip much more further, or are we going to have another direction to the upside? All right, so as you can see in that video, I actually predicted the exact drop, the exact price target where the Bitcoin price would most definitely get to. In that video, I made it clear to you guys that we're going to get to the $40,000 range, and behold, the price of BTC actually dropped down from $45,000 to $40,000 range. I also said in that video, I'm going to make another video telling you guys where I feel the Bitcoin price might be getting to once it gets to the $40,000 range. What is going to happen next? So you want to find out with me in this video, and this time take it very serious because something crazy is about to happen with the BTC price. So let's get straight into it. All right, as you can see, this particular chart that we have here was what I was showing you guys the other time on that other video. I actually explained on that video that we can get a fake out, okay, to retest this particular line here that we have. Okay, I said we can get a fake out to retest this particular trend line that we have here. That's the top of this particular wedge, just to deceive many people that thinks the price actually wants to get to the $48,000 range. And in that video, I actually explained that we're going to see this drop down to 40,000, and then that was 2 days ago, and then behold, we can see the Bitcoin price actually gets to $40,000 range and come down to retest this particular trend line. Like I said in the previous video where I was warning you guys concerning this drop, I actually made it very clear to you guys that the BTC price has been respecting this particular trend line since October 2023. So most definitely, if the bulls could not be able to break it past this particular top here, the bears will push the price back to this particular trend line that we have here, that is sitting around $40,000 range. And that is exactly what we saw that happened today. Okay, so right now, so in this particular video, I want to make it clear to you guys my exact price target, where I feel the price of BTC will be going at the immediate short term, and also my price target for the long term as well. So from here now, we can see that the BTC price has already come down to touch this particular trend line. So what is next? So as you can see, the Bitcoin price currently right now is trading around $43,000 range. And then so what's going to happen next? Are we going to have a movement like this? Okay, and at the end of the day, break this particular trend line, or we're going to still see another movement down to this $40,000 range? So this is my thoughts on it. Okay, if you can see, the BTC price actually started this particular movement in October, and we found this ascending channel that we have here. Now this ascending broadening wedge, otherwise a channel, is where the BTC price has been trading right now. And the most one thing we really need to take into consideration, as you can see, most time we touch this particular trend line, we always have these movements to the upside. We touch it, we have move to the upside. We touch it, movement to the upside, touch it, move to the upside, touch it, move to the upside. And we actually found this head and shoulder pattern in the previous video. I was telling you guys that we can have a movement like this and then down, which is exactly what happened. Now we are retesting it one more time again. So I believe we're still going to see another movement back down close to $40,000 range again. Okay, so expect the BTC price to still come down regardless of the price right now. The current price of BTC right now is $43,000 range. Okay, so still expect the price to come down back once again to retest the $40,000 range. Okay, it can be around 40,500, 600, 400, but around that range. Okay, now I believe once we get down to this $40,000 range, we're gonna have some consolidation around there and then slowly move our way back to the upside. Okay, that is what I believe. But if the bulls could not be able to defend this particular trend line that we have here, what's going to happen next is that the next liquidity level for the BTC price is this point here that we have here, which is sitting around $38,000 range. So this particular point here, if the price broke past through this point here, so expect the Bitcoin price to come to $38,000 range. And once we get to this $38,000 range, like I said, the price target of an ascending broadening wedge, once it got broken, it is always the bottom of this wedge. And you can see the bottom of this particular wedge, it aligns perfectly with our golden pocket, which is sitting around $33,000 range. Okay, so if the $38,000 range, this particular level here, goes broken, okay, the BTC price will most definitely come down to 38,000. No, it will most definitely come down to the $33,000 range. That's if the bulls could not be able to hold the price at $38,000 range, pending if they broke past through this current $40,000 support that we have here. This is a very strong support. You can see we've been holding it since October 2023. That's when we've been holding the support up till now. The bears have not been able to break this particular trend line. So that is what I see currently right now going on in the BTC price. And if you check this particular chart that I have here, you can see some people might argue that that previous one is not an ascending broadening wedge. You can also look it as a rising wedge as well. Now in this particular rising wedge that we have, we all know an ascending wedge is a rising wedge rather is a bearish pattern for the BTC price. You can see we broke past through it, but at the end of the day, what happened? You can see we come down back once again, even broke past through it. But as you can see, previous time that we touched this particular wedge, you can see we have movement to the upside. We have movement again to the upside, movement. So there's always that reaction, positive reaction to the upside each time we test this particular trend line. So this is the second time we are testing this particular trend line again. Once again, you can see we've tested here one. Let me highlight it for you guys. You can see we've tested here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, as you can see, we've tested this particular trend line 5 times since October 2023. Okay, and now we can see that Bitcoin price just retest it once again. Once the Bitcoin price broke past through this particular point here and have a confirmation, okay, we have a confirmation back to it and have another movement to the downside, most definitely we're going to come down to this liquidity level that we have around $38,000 range. So I just want to keep it simple, straight to the point. I don't want to make so many guesses and here and there. Like I said in the previous video, I told you guys we're going to have $2,000 drop movement, and we saw that happen. So you want to take what I'm saying in this particular video very serious, and you want to pay close attention to what is really happening with the price action of the BTC. Okay, and mind you, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm only making this video for educational purpose. Whatever any decision you make is left with you alone. All right, so that with that being said, if this is your first time watching me on the channel, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell icon, and give this video a thumbs up to support this channel. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to catch you guys in my next video, where I'm going to upload and tell you guys what will happen when we get to this $40,000. So remember, 2 things you need to take out from this video is: number one, we're still gonna come down to that $40,000 range regardless of what is going on right now in the chart. Currently right now the BTC price is around $43,000. I'm saying we're gonna come down to the $40,000 range once again, and from there the BTC price will determine its trend direction. We're gonna know if we're gonna move from that 40 to 38, or we're gonna bounce back from that 40 when that time comes. But we'll still stick to this particular channel. I'm gonna make video and give you guys a follow-up on what is going to happen next with the BTC price. So I'm gonna catch you guys in my next video. As always, peace.